Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. I'm going to be leading you through, supporting you through an anxiety or a panic attack. Let's begin with considering whether you feel that you need to move right now. It can be very hard to focus during an anxiety or panic attack and be still. So if you are feeling an urge, a need to move, if that epinephrine and adrenaline that's running through your body right now is causing you to need to move, choose whether it's some just gentle therapeutic movement, some stretches, whatever kind of comes to your mind as far as a connection to your body. Perhaps you can do something more intense like jumping jacks or squats, lunges, things like that. Whatever it is, I would invite you to allow yourself to move your body as you're experiencing this event, reminding yourself that attacks reach a peak and then they go back down. They cannot stay, they can't get any worse after a certain point. So support yourself with that knowledge. So as you move, I'd like you to do a second thing, which is to choose a mantra for yourself. You may have one already that you like. If you don't, perhaps you'll say something like, it's okay, I'm okay, I can get through this, I can do this. Something simple and short, and continue saying it to yourself over and over again. At the same time, focusing on what the breathing's doing right now. If you're doing a lot of chest breathing, which would be normal during a panic attack, see if, even if you're doing some intense exercise, you can bring it to some belly breath. So evening out the breath without forcing, without judging yourself, just focusing on what the breath is doing while you move your body, stretch it gently, or do something intense, while you say something kind to yourself. I can get through this. This won't last. I'm okay. Now, the next thing that I'm going to ask you to consider doing is to be present in the moment. Anxiety brings us to the future, and so we're going to be bringing ourselves back to the present moment where most of the time we are safe and okay. So one way to do that is to really take note of your senses. So first, as you're moving, let's note what you see. What do you see around you in the room that you're in? Non-judgmentally, so no good, no bad, just what is there? What is in the room? Walls, lamp, ceiling, whatever it is. Or you could look behind me in the video and label, what it is you see in the color. Bringing yourself to the present moment as you move, as you support yourself with compassionate talk. Next, non-judgmentally, we're going to focus on what we feel sensation-wise. What do your feet feel like in your shoes or on whatever surface they're touching? If your feet feel a little numb, which can often happen, wiggle those toes, arch your feet, kind of move your ankles around a little bit. Whatever you need to do to get back in touch with your feet, wiggling your fingers to keep them from kind of feeling detached from your experience. What do the clothes feel like on your body? A chair or a bed or whatever you're possibly sitting on. What do you feel against your skin, against your muscles? No good, no bad, just what is there, tuning in to what is there. And if you're getting tired from intense movement, that's okay to kind of slow it down, choose something else, or go back to stretches or holding or any of the other techniques I've taught in other videos. Or if you want to ramp it up and get more intense, you're ready to do that, go ahead and do that now. So the next sensation we're going to tune into is, what do you hear? What do you hear in the room around you or adjoining areas? We're not going to discount certain sounds that we don't like. We're just going to take it in. What sounds are there? Are there whooshing? Are there people talking? Whatever it is, perhaps you can hear the wind blowing against the trees behind me. Present moment awareness. The next one will require more focus. What do you smell? Are there smells that you can tune into right now to bring you to the present moment? Perhaps it's a smell that's on your body, a lotion, or the smell of sweating, or whatever it is. With kindness, we're just going to note what's there. Are there smells around you in the room? Food smells, mechanical smells, whatever it is, floral. This one can be more difficult to do non-judgmentally, but let's allow judgment to go and just tune in to what you smell. Continuing to move and breathe. And now taste. What tastes are there in your mouth? Remnants of the last meal that you had. Is there, something that you drank, coffee or something, some kind of flavor still there, or gum? Perhaps your mouth is really dry. That can happen when we're having an anxiety or panic attack. And so just note what that feels like for your mouth to feel dry. Maybe even a stale kind of feeling, which we're moving more towards judgment, but it's okay, it's just there. Now, if you need to slow down again with the movement, that's okay. But I'd like you to really tune into your breathing now. And if it helps to close your eyes during this, please do that. And if it helps to put a hand on your chest and your belly, please do that. This can remind you that you want to be belly breathing rather than chest breathing. Chest breathing gives a message to your brain that you're not safe, that we need to continue to move those chemicals through and keep you in fight or flight. When we belly breathe, we send a chemical message to our brain that it can calm down. It can stop sending those chemicals moving through our veins, that we're safe, that we're okay. So filling your belly like a balloon as best you can. Perhaps the next exhale, exhaling a little extra sip of air before you inhale again. I'm okay. It's okay. I can get through this. Some people say it's just anxiety. It's not danger. Whatever works for you, focusing on the breath, perhaps even seeing the breath into your body, filling your belly like a balloon and exiting. And if you're having difficulty with that, find a square, a rectangle in the room around you, and breathe in as you go up one side of the square or rectangle, hold as you go across, and breathe out as you move down, and hold as you move across. And I'll do another video just showing you exactly how to do 4 square breathing, but if you know how to do it, or if this makes sense, just go ahead and do that. So now at this point, note your anxiety level between 0 and 10. Where are you? 0 is the most blissed out you've ever felt. 10 is you're still in extreme fight or flight mode. Where are you? And that will determine what to do next. Do you need to go back and continue the movement, the mantra, the noting what's around you as many times as you need to do that to start to bring it down. We're not going for complete blissed out. We're not going to ask that much of ourselves. But what we want to do is bring it down to a point where we can move on. Okay, so can we move on? And we'll ask ourselves, am I ready to move on? Or I need to still take some moments to focus on my breath, focusing on mindfulness, move my body in an intense way. Whatever you need is okay. Anxiety and panic attacks are normal. They're extremely uncomfortable, but we can move through them. And the more we learn about them, learn about why they happen and how to take care of ourselves during them, we can lessen their occurrence or at least their intensity. So thank yourself. Thank yourself for being here, for taking this time to respond, rather than react. And I hope the rest of your day is more peaceful. Thank you for being here. Be well.